Okay, children. So we will today we will revise force and loss of loss of force, children. Okay. So coming to the force lesson, Newton's laws of force. Okay. So Newton's laws we will discuss, children. Please, all of you kindly concentrate, children. There are three Newton laws are there, children. There are three Newton laws are there. So what is Newton? First law is there, children. Please, all of you mute your audios. Newton's second law is there, children, and Newton's third law is there, children. Newton's first law, second law, and third law. So, children, Newton's first law states that every body, every body continues to be in a state of, every body continues to be in a state of rest, motion. Every body continues to be in a state of rest or motion unless and until, unless and until external force is applied. Unless and until external force is applied. Every body continues to be in a state of rest or motion unless and until external force is applied. Please, children, don't make noise. Every body continues to be in a state of rest or motion unless and until external force is applied. External force you have to apply, children. Suppose there is a body lying here. Children, it will be in a rest state till you apply the force. If you apply the force only, it will move, isn't it, children? That's what I'm saying. Every body continues to be in a state of rest. Or suppose if a body is moving, children. Suppose if the body is moving. Okay, if body is moving, I'm talking about a vacuum or frictionless surface. You have to stop. Then only it will stop. If not, it will not stop, children. There's space. If a body is moving continuously, it will move, children. If you till you stop. Every body is to be state of rest or in motion until and unless external force is applied. That is called Newton's first law. Every body continues to be state of rest or motion. Every body continues to be in a state of rest or motion unless and until external force is applied. Okay, children. So Newton's first law gives concept of inertia. Newton's first law gives concept of inertia. What is inertia? Okay, children. What is inertia? Newton's first law gives the concept of inertia, children. What is first? All of you see here. Inertia means inability of a body. Inability. Children, all definitions are very important. I will ask in the exam. Inability of, and your previous exam results you will get by today night, children. Inability of a body to change state of rest or motion or direction on its own, on its own, on its own. Children, please keep writing all the definitions and don't sit idle. Everyone should be writing. No one is sitting idle, children. Inability of a body, inability of a body to change state of rest or motion or direction on its own. What is inertia, children? It's inability of a body to change state of rest, motion or direction on its own. No one can change it. Its state of rest on its own, it can't move, no, children. On its own, it can't stop, no, children. On its own, it can't change direction. Someone's force should be there, external force, to change the state of rest or motion or direction. That is inertia. First law means every body continues to be in a state of rest, motion, unless and until external force is applied. And what is inertia? It is inability of body to change state of rest or motion or direction on its own. Inability of body to change state of rest, motion or direction on its own. Inertia is of three types, children. Inertia at rest. Inertia is of three types, children. Inertia at rest. Okay. Inertia at rest. And second one is inertia of motion. And third one is inertia of direction. Definition is same, children. Whether it is inertia at rest, inertia of motion. Here it is inability of body. Here inability of a body. Here definition is inability of a body. Inability of a body to change state of rest, children. Inability of body to change state of rest on its own. Inability of body to change state of rest on its own. Okay, because rest. And inertia of direction is same definition, children. Here you should write change state of motion on its own. Inability of a body to change state of motion on its own. Here also same definition. Here you have to say change state of direction on its own. Definitions are same, children. Only instead of change state of rest, you should write change state of motion. Change means children, no one can change its state of rest on its own. On its own, external force should be there. No one can stop moving body on its own. Some external force should be there. Inertia of direction. No one can change direction on its own. External force is there. Inability of a body. This is state. Inertia. Children, very, very important. Inertia at rest definition. Can anyone give inertia at rest definitions, children? Can anyone give inertia at rest definitions, children?
Inability of body to change state of rest on its own.
That's okay, Nana. Any example, Nana? Tanmay, very good. Any example can you give, Nana? Example, inertia of rest. Example. If you are moving, children, if you are sitting in a bus, children, all of you, if you are sitting in a bus, children, this is a seat. You are sitting here. Okay. If you are sitting in a bus, children. Okay, standing. I'm sorry. And if you are standing in the bus, if you are standing in the bus, suddenly bus starts. What happens, children? Can anyone tell what happens?
Sir, we fall back.
We will fall back. We will fall back. This is example of inertia at rest. Why means your body is at rest. Suddenly a bus move. Along with the bus, your legs also will move, but upper part of the body will be in a state of rest only, so you'll fall down. Suppose one glass is there, children. Here cardboard is there. Here coin is there. Suddenly, if I pull the card, what happens, children? Can anyone say?
So the coin will fall.
So the ball will fall down and the car will go.
Coin will fall in that beaker. That is also inertia at rest. Slowly, if you move, coin will come with you, children. Suddenly, if you move, coin will fall down. That is inertia at rest. Suppose, children, you are playing carom board, children. Here, coins you will keep like this, children. If you hit only down part, coin will move. Upper part will fall as it is. That is because only down part we are giving the motion. Upper parts are at rest only, so it falls. Okay, children. Suppose there are trees, children. Suppose there is tree. On the trees there are fruits, children. On the trees there are fruits. If you shake the tree, some fruits will fall. Can anyone say why, children? If they shake the tree, some fruits will fall. Can anyone say why? Because all the fruits are at rest, children. All the fruits are at rest hanging. All the fruits are at rest hanging. Suddenly, if you move the tree, they won't move along with the tree and they will fall down. Suppose there is a carpet, children. There is a carpet. You want to remove the dust. What you will do? You will hit with the stick. When you hit with the stick, carpet will go back. All the dust particles will be there here only. They all will fall down. They all will fall down. That is called inertia at rest, children. Inertia at rest means inability of body to change state of rest on its motion, on its own. Inability of body to change state of rest on its own. Inability of body to change state of rest on its own. Inertia of motion means, children, inertia of motion. Inertia of motion means what, children?
Inability of body to change state of motion on its own.
State of motion on its own. Can anyone give an example, children?
Sir, sudden brake of a bus.
Sudden brake, very good. Suddenly, if bus is stopped, what happens, children? All of you will fall front. Why will fall front? Why will fall front, children? Because your lower portion of the body will come to rest, whereas upper part of the body will fall front, children, and that's why you'll fall front, children. You are able to understand, children, here. So what happens means your lower portion of the body will come to rest along with the bus. Along with the bus, your lower portion of the body will come to rest, whereas upper portion of the body will not come, children. Okay, and therefore that is called, that's one of the best examples, children. Okay, your lower portion of the body, which is there in contact with the bus, will stop. Upper part of the body continues to be in motion and it will fall down. Okay, you will fall front, children. Srinidh, are you able to hear Srinidh? Srinidh? Srinidh, are you there? Rohan, are you there? Shanmukh?
Yes, sir.
Sir.
Yeah, yes, okay. So children, this is inability. So inertia of direction. What is the best example of inertia of direction? I said, children. So man standing in moving bus. Man standing in moving bus is the best example. Man standing in moving bus. Can anyone give inertia of direction example, children? Inertia of direction. What is the example for inertia of direction, children? Okay, Nana, I'm not able to hear your voice. Inertia of direction, anyone? So children, when bus is taking right turn, children, all of you will turn left, children. When bus is turning left side, all of you fall will right side, children. That is the best example for inertia of direction. So children, this is Newton first law. Newton first law states that every body continues to be in a state of rest, motion, or every body continues to be in a state of rest or motion or unless and until external forces apply. You have to learn this definition as it is, children. Every body continues to be state of rest or motion unless and until external force is applied. Inertia, inability of a body to change state of rest or motion or direction on its own. This is also one definition. Inertia trust, inability of body to change state of rest on its own. You have to give examples also, children. You have to give examples. Inertia of motion, inability of body to change state of motion on its own. On its own, you have to give examples also, children. For this also you should give example, for this also. Inertia of direction, inability of body to change the state of direction on its own. You have to give example for this also, children. So how many examples? How many definitions we studied, children? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 definitions, and for this 3 you have to give examples also. And what is the important question in Newton first law means Newton first law gives the concept of inertia. What is inertia? Inability of body to change state of rest on its own or motion or direction on its own. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 definitions are there, children. And along with these 5 definitions, and for these 3 definitions, especially examples will play very, very important role, children. If you don't write example, no one will give you marks, children. I gave inertia of rest so many examples. Inertia of motion also examples I gave. Suppose you are getting down of the running bus. What happens, children? You have to move along with the bus for some time, children. If you stop suddenly, your upper part of the motion will be in motion, moving, and you will fall front, children. If you are moving out of the, if you are getting down of the moving bus, you have to move along with the bus, children. If you are getting down of the moving bus, you have to move along with the moving bus. If not, if you stop suddenly, if you jump and if you stop suddenly, your upper part of the body will go and fall and you may get hurt badly, children. So, inertia of direction, inability of body to change the state of direction on its own. When a body is turning right, all will fall left. When a body is turning left, all will fall right. Okay, children, how many definitions I told? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All these 5 definitions I will ask you tomorrow, children. And with this, for these 3 definitions, you have to give examples also. Examples are very, very important because in exam, how they are asking, they will give different examples and they will ask you which is inertia of rest, which is inertia of direction, which is inertia of motion. Like that, they will ask in exam, children. So you have to learn them properly, children. Okay, so this is next one. Okay, this is Newton's first law, children. Newton's first law.
First law.
Okay, children. Can anyone say what is Newton's second law, children?
Sir, net force applied by the body is directly proportional to mass supply, sir.
Rate of change of momentum is directly proportional to force applied. Rate of change of momentum is directly proportional to force applied. Rate of change of momentum is directly proportional to force applied. Okay, children, that is. Then you will get doubts of what is momentum. This is definition. What is momentum? Momentum definition, children. What is momentum? Product
Sir,
of
mass into velocity.
Mass into velocity.
very good. Product of mass and velocity. Product of mass and velocity is called momentum. You should not forget, children. Okay, very important. Product of mass and velocity is called momentum. Momentum is denoted by P, children. It's P is equal to mass into velocity. So its units are mass means kg, velocity means meters per second.
Meters
So
per second.
very good. What is the units of momentum?
Kg meters per second.
Kg meter per second. What is the definition of momentum? Momentum. What is the definition of momentum?
Kg meter per second.
What is definition of momentum? Anyone?
Product of mass and velocity is equal to momentum.
Product of mass and velocity. Product of mass and velocity. So initial momentum means what we can write, children? Can anyone say initial momentum?
Mu, sir.
Mu.
Mu. U means initial velocity. Final momentum means what we can write, children? Final
MV, sir.
MV.
V means what, children? V means what?
Final velocity.
Final velocity. U means initial velocity. U
Initial
means
Initial.
Initial velocity. Change in momentum means what we can write, children?
Sir, MU minus MV minus MU.
MV minus MU. Change in momentum means final momentum minus initial momentum. Okay. Rate means what, children? Rate of
Sir, MV minus MU by T.
MV minus MU by T.
Rate means MV minus MU by T. Okay, children, rate means by t, children. In physics, rate means by t, children. In physics, rate means by t. In physics, rate means by t, children. So, Newton's second law, what it is saying, Newton's second law, rate of change in momentum is directly proportional to force
Force
applied.
applied.
Okay, so Newton's second law, what it is saying, children, Newton's second law, change in momentum is, children,
Directly.
rate of change in momentum is directly proportional to force applied. Okay, so F is equal to m into v minus u by t. What is v minus u by t? Anyone? What is acceleration? V minus u is nothing but acceleration. V minus u is nothing but acceleration. So F is equal to ma. F is equal to ma is the unit. F is the ma. F is equal to ma is the formula for Newton's second law. So Newton's second law gives the concept of momentum. Newton's first law gives the concept of anyone?
Inertia.
Inertia. Newton's second law gives the concept of
Momentum.
momentum. And rate of change of momentum is force applied.
Force applied.
Rate of change in momentum is force applied.
Force
Rate of
applied.
change in momentum is force applied.
Force
Rate,
applied.
okay, rate of change in momentum is directly proportional to the force applied. Rate of change in momentum is directly proportional to force applied. Okay, children, and derivation I have shown children like this means initial momentum, final momentum, change in momentum, rate of change in momentum, and you have to write Newton's second law. Rate of change in momentum is directly proportional to force. So m is equal to F is equal to mv minus mu by t. Taking m common, v minus u by t, F is equal to ma. Like this you have to do, children. This is Newton's second law derivation, children. Anyone have any doubt, children, in Newton's second law? Children, anyone have
No,
any
sir.
doubt? So this is Newton's second law. Now coming to Newton's third law. Children, numericals tomorrow I will make you do, children. Numericals I will make you do tomorrow. Third law. What is Newton's third law, children? For
Every opposite.
For every action?
action there is an
There is an equal
and opposite reaction.
equal and opposite reaction.
opposite reaction. Only boys are saying. Why girls don't? We don't want to say. For every action there is equal and opposite reaction. I hope everyone are copying, children. Please keep copying. For every action there is equal and opposite reaction. Tanmay, can you tell what is Newton's third law, Nana?
Thus, for every action, there is equal and opposite reaction.
For every action there is equal and opposite reaction. I hope everyone are copying this, children. For every action there is equal and opposite reaction. Okay, children. So next, see, children, Newton first law is giving concept of inertia.
Inertia.
Newton second law gives a concept
Momentum.
of
Momentum.
Newton third law gives a concept of
Conservation of momentum.
conservation of momentum. Before studying conservation of momentum, can anyone give examples of Newton's third law, children? Anyone? Examples of
Sir, bouncing of a ball.
Gun.
Walking. Recoil of a gun.
Number
Gunnels.
one example is rocket going up. When you put fire down, rocket goes up. Fire is action. Rocket going up is reaction. Fire is action. Rocket going up is reaction. Okay. Recoil of gun. When you shoot, bullet will go front, gun will come fast. Bullet will go, gun will fall. Okay. When you are suppose jumping on a boat, jumping is action. Boat will move little bit. That is reaction. Like this, so many examples are there for third law. Giving examples also very, very important. Conservation of momentum. For every action, what did I say? There is equal and opposite.
Opposite.
That's why minus x.
Opposite reaction.
For every action, there is equal and opposite reaction. That minus is for opposite, children. For every action, there is equal and opposite reaction. Okay, children. So, see, children, suppose two bodies are there. M1 and M2. It's moving with initially with U1, it's moving with U2. Suppose they are colliding. They may be colliding in different directions. They may go in same direction. Okay. After colliding, their velocities are V1 and V2. Before colliding, their velocities are U1 and V2. Initial velocity. After colliding, V1 and V2. Final velocities. What is the force formula, children? What is the force formula? M1
MB
U1
minus
MV minus MV.
M1 U1 by T
T.
is equal
By
to,
T.
for second body, minus is there, no?
Minus
M2 V2
V2
minus
minus
M2 U2
M2 U2
by T. T1, T2 are not there, children, because in same time interval they are occurring. Okay, TT cancel. TT cancel. Now you see, children, M1 V1 minus M1 U1 minus M2 V2 plus M2 U2 M2 U2. Okay, this goes here. This goes here. M1 V1 plus M2
M2
V2,
V2.
M1 U1 plus M2 U2.
M2.
Okay, this first you have to write, children. Actually, you have to write first. So M1 U1 plus M2 U2 is equal to M1 V1 plus M2 V2. What is this, children? Momentum before collision is equal to momentum before collision is equal to momentum after collision. What is this, children?
After
Momentum
collision.
before collision.
Momentum. Before collision.
Before means suppose, children, the momentum of this body before collision is 30. Momentum of this body before collision is 40. 30 plus 40 is how much, children?
70.
Momentum before collision is 70. Momentum after collision, they may change. Suppose this will become 10, this will become 60. 10 plus 60 is how much, children?
70, sir.
70. Momentum before collision and momentum after collision will be same. Of course, they may exchange their velocities or velocities may change. But total momentum before collision of two bodies will be equal to momentum after bodies. What is conservation of momentum definition, children? Momentum before collision. Momentum before collision
Is equal
to momentum after collision.
after collision.
Momentum before collision is equal to momentum after collision. Okay, so Snigdha, can you tell what is conservation of momentum definition? Snigdha, can you tell what is conservation of momentum definition?
Momentum before the collision is momentum after the
Is equal
collision.
to total momentum before collision is equal to momentum after collision. Okay, Saisha, can you tell what is the definition of conservation of momentum? Saisha? Yashasvi, can you tell what is the definition of third law?
For every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction.
For every action, there is equal and opposite reaction. And conservation of momentum is momentum before collision is equal to momentum after collision. And conservation of momentum is application of third law. Application. Okay. First law gives inertia. Second law gives momentum. Third law gives conservation of momentum. First law, only 5 definitions and examples are important. Today I told you. Please, I hope you noted it down, children, and please learn it as it is. Second law is having second law definition, momentum definition, and derivation. 3 things are there. In third law, this definition is there, examples, conservation of momentum definition is there, and derivation. This derivation is there. Basing on this, so many numericals, hundreds of numericals I made you do already. Again, I will make you some 10, 15 tomorrow, children. So fourth theory is this one, children. This is only theory. This is only theory, children, and remaining things we will discuss tomorrow, children. Remaining things we will discuss tomorrow. How to do numericals, all those things, children. I hope everyone copied this, children. Yes. Anyone
Yes,
have
sir.
any doubt? You can ask me, children.